What do you think about what happened on the Marmara, the boat from Turkey?
Well, it's a question for him.
Okay. You can say whatever you want. It's okay.
It's a little bit hard in English, but I think this is act mostly just for to make a show, not for really humanitarian help.
Oh, them coming.
Yes, they just make it for a show. If you want really to help the people in Gaza, so you can. Our country supply them many electricity and medicine if they need, and many things. They just make, just a show.
Okay. What do you think about the apology
Our apology to them.
to Turkey?
I think it's a disgrace.
Okay. Why?
It's really, really stupid because we have nothing to apologize. We are defending our country from people who are. You can see when the army just come to the Marmara to see that they don't have weapons or something like that. They want to smuggle. They are attack the army people. So they are terrorists.
מה אתם חושבים על מה שקרה עם השייט הזה, מרמרה?
שזה טוב, כי יכול להיות ש...
לא, כאילו, זה שמה שעשה, אתה חושב שזה טוב?
אנחנו חושבים שזה
כן, כי
היה צודק.
אסור להביא ספינות כאלה לעזה.
מה זאת אומרת ספינות כאלה? תסביר לאנשים בחו"ל, הם לא יודעים.
ספינות של נשקים, שבזכות הנשקים האלה הם שולחים טילים למדינת ישראל, ואנחנו מגיעים למצב שאנחנו צריכים להגן על עצמנו, ואז הם חושבים שאנחנו תוקפים את האזרחים שלהם, וזה בכלל לא ככה.
כן. עוד משהו? ומה על הדבר שהתנצלו עכשיו?
הם צריכים להבין את הכוונה שלנו, כי הם בכלל לא מבינים את הכוונה שלנו. אנחנו באים רק בשביל להגן על המדינה, וזה הכל. אנחנו באים מפחד, כי
אנחנו לא רוצים בלגן.
אנחנו מוקפים עם הרבה...
אנחנו לא רוצים בלגן עם אף מדינה. אנחנו רוצים לחיות בשקט פה, בשלום.
כן. והם לא מבינים את הראש שלנו, זה הכל. פשוט חושבים שאנחנו תוקפים סתם, הם לא יודעים. מדינה כזאת קטנה לא יכולה לעשות כזה נזק. כאילו, אנחנו רק בשביל להגן.
What do you think about what happened with the Marmara, the boat from Turkey?
What do you mean? What do I think?
Like the whole thing happening, them coming to Gaza, the army jumping on the boat. What do you think?
I don't know. I guess if the story turned out this way, I mean.
Okay. And what do you think about the apology that happened after?
Well, I think it was a positive step. Actually, I mean, some people might not agree, but somebody has to make the first step, right? So we can go back in having relationships with Turkey. So.
What do you think about what happened with the Mavi Marmara, the boat from Turkey, from 2 years ago?
About this, I don't know.
You don't have an answer?
No. So
Okay. What about the apology?
the apology, I don't know to answer.
Okay. The Marmara boat.
Yes.
When the Turkish boat came, what do you think of what happened?
What do you think? What should happen? Or what did
Well, what do you think of what happened? Everything that happened.
Everything what happened is basically out of proportion. Honestly, it was not supposed to be like that. We were supposed to stop them all in the sea already. Okay, and this is a mistake of Israel, but never mind about that. Okay, because let's say United States on the matter, if something happened like that, the ship will never pass the border without even. So on this, what happened there, I think everybody in the world already know. Okay, that they were prepared and it was not cool, honestly. Besides that.
So they were. You have to fill that in because maybe people don't know.
Fill it in. Okay, basically the Marmara came in for asking for peace and give equipment and good stuff for Gaza, and it's okay. Okay, and you don't need to hide something like this when you have something that's that good. And they hide it. They say we don't want to go to the. Yeah, of course they pass weapons. They know now. They know. People know about it. They pass weapons. They found a lot of weapons inside of the Marmara ship and everything. But the basically was supposed to be a good ship. It was supposed to be with a good conscience and people inside. But it wasn't because or else the army. I give you, no?
קח אותו?
Doesn't matter.
סליחה, צמחונית.
Because people doesn't supposed to feel if fear if they have something good to not to hide. So
Okay. Okay, but what about the reaction of the soldiers?
The soldiers
Yeah.
or the
Well, the soldiers.
The
That's what people are asking about.
The soldiers themselves, they did what they asked for. Simple as that. So I cannot say nothing. I was in the military also, I was in special forces. What they ask me, I will do exactly the same like if I ask everybody else.
Okay, so what do you think of the apology? That they apologize now.
The Apollo, the
Apologies.
I think it was like a kindergarten. A big guy came and asked for another big guy, for another person to forgive another person or sorry about another person, and it was the kindergarten. It was not supposed to be. An apology.
So you don't think he should? You don't think he should have apologized, or you think he should have apologized himself?
I don't think it was supposed to be an apologize, or an agreement with this mutual things, okay? Because one country did not a bad thing and the other country did a bad thing, so it doesn't matter which country is the fault. It's not about the country, it's not about the people anymore. It's about the just governance.
Okay, but to make things clear, you were in the military at the time. Sorry. To make things clear, in the military at the time, the people on the boat had weapons, you're saying?
On the boat, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were using the weapons? What were they doing?
Using the weapons against the Israeli soldiers.
Which weapons?
Like rubber poles, guns, knives. And this is pretty big for a weapon, honestly, if we can consider it. Because you can kill somebody with this. Okay. We're not doing it here, we just cladding cheese. But yeah, this one. But generally, yeah, you can kill a person with a big knife or with a big how do you call it? Pole? A big pole?
Yeah.
Pole? Yeah.
Metal poles, yeah.
Yeah, metal pole or something like this, and it's bad, honestly. Any kind of things that you can kill a person or injure a person is considered a weapon. So that's that. Then beside the all guns and weapons that found after that, okay, the people that used what they used, it was not humanitarian for both sides. Okay, because sometimes for making, they didn't use the soldiers. Okay, they didn't use hot fire.
Live fire.
Live fire.
Yeah,
Yes.
real bullets.
Real bullets. They use only
Rubber bullets?
Rubber bullets. Yeah,
Okay.
for people to get people away from.
But nine people died.
What, inside?
Yeah.
Also, a lot of Israeli soldiers was injured.
Okay.
In the same situation. Of course, if they don't have the military training in the war, nobody wins. Simple as that. Okay. And if you don't have this, if you don't have the training of military training, so you cannot defend yourself. Yes, you're right, but you cannot go and fight a nation. Let's say, okay, let's say inside of the boat you have a nation, a full nation against what, 12 soldiers, 15 soldiers, and expect that everything. If you take something else, what's supposed to be happening is. If you take another ship, okay, going to a different country, okay, they will never send a commando to stop them. They just send the rockets behind the water and stop them that way, and then they send a big ship to rescue the survivors. Simple as that. So we did it the best humanitarian we can do. I think that's what I think.
Okay. They want to know what you think about the Marmara, the boat that was here, the Turkish boat, what you thought of that whole thing, and what about the apology? What do you think about the apology?
No, we don't answer politics questions.
Okay. The boat, the Marmara that happened. What do you think about what happened?
Fuck them, fuck them.
Okay, why?
Fuck the Turkish.
Why?
Why?
Because they make it a problem with us.
They come with the gun, they come with the
He come with a gun, he come to make make a problem, he don't make a peace. And Hanan Zuhabi, I'm from Nazareth. Hanan Zuhabi, she's a crazy woman.
Okay, so what do you think about the apology?
I don't know. This is not
It was a mistake.
Why?
Because
לא, למה התנצלו? מה?
No, שואל...
למה apologies? למה...
No. Was it a good idea? Is it good to
It's
apologize?
good idea to make a peace, but not a good idea for what
Because
happened.
I think
לא, הוא אמר, why you the apology? מה אתה אומר על
the Turkish
ההתנצלות?
people need to apologize because they attack our soldiers, they just come to stop them to come to us, to Gaza.
What happened with
Him and I will be the voice.
what happened with the Marmara, the boat?
Yeah.
What do you think of what happened?
About the apology or
No,
about
first
the-
let's start with the actual boat. What happened? What the IDF did?
It was our sovereignty and it was right action.
Why? Explain that. Somebody outside. Why?
Why? It's simple. There is an agreement. Was our territory, and they got into our sovereignty, and they knew that we were about to stop them if they will come. So it was only a provocation. For the provocation, not for nothing else.
Okay, but they're going to say 9 people were killed. So
That was a consequence of a violence from their side.
okay, how were they violent?
You have the pictures. You don't need words. It's not a story. There is facts.
Like
Film.
what? Like what?
They started to hit them with
Still-
iron sticks.
Iron sticks and everything. So and knives, maiden, or in the joint, or in the prison. You can make from a little thing something sharp, and it will be something that can kill. So
Okay, so that part. What about the apology? What do you think of that?
mistake, big mistake.
Why?
Because the result in the end will be the same.
What
Our
do you mean?
relationship with Turkey ain't gonna change.
Okay.
Not because this, or not because anything else. And we were right. The justice is with us, so there is no need to apologize.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about the apology?
Basically, I agree with him.
Okay. Are any of you Turkish by any chance? Are any of you Turkish by any chance?
Yeah. My grandmother was born in Turkey, but she's Jewish, and she's like here from 5 years old age.
But it's got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, he has.
Origin.
I'm not sure that the apology was a mistake because it's good for our strategy as a country, but I think that even Bibi knows that it's not our fault.
No one cares anymore of diplomacy and
Just for
diplomacy and tactics, because we've got the truth. So in this era, we don't give a shit about politics. There are facts, and that's it. The things are on the table.
I can elaborate.
What do you think about what happened on the Mavi Marmara with the boat? And do you think it was a good idea for Netanyahu to apologize?
Oh, am I?
Anyone who wants to answer.
Okay, I'll answer.
Go ahead.
With the cigarette.
I think that the operation was mishandled, but I think that it was probably like a good thing to do it. I think that like breaking an internationally backed siege, the internationally like legitimate siege of Gaza was not legal. Was not a legal action, and I think that Netanyahu should have apologized because normalization of our relationships with Turkey is way more important than our national pride.
Okay. Do you think he should have apologized sooner?
I think he should have apologized sooner. I think he should have apologized like immediately afterwards and not make it such a big deal, because now it looks like a much greater loss of authority than it would have if it happened right after that, and he would have said, well, we did the right thing, but we didn't wrong, and we apologize for how we did it.
Okay. What do you think of what that boat Mavi Marmara? The Turkish boat that came like 2 years ago. What do you think about what happened?
Wow, it's an awful story.
Okay, what do you mean?
Because you can't really blame anyone. I think you can't really blame anyone about it. Because they did what they thought to be right, and we did what we thought to be right. So.
Okay, and what do you think of the apology?
I think it's. I think we waited too long. It's stupid. We waited too long.